Cars and Coffee, Columbia Motor Alley. We are headed that way. All right, so we're here, threat of rain, we don't care. Rain on the car, I don't care. Cars and Coffee, lots of cool cars. We're gonna hang out, man. We're gonna talk to some people. I see a bunch of people I know. See Pat Topolinski is here, David Branson's here. Ooh. I should have been here an hour ago. I've said it a couple of different times. Okay, here we go. Yes, please. I think that's wrapped. Is that wrapped? It's wrapped. Look at that. That looks good, man. You don't have to have a motorcycle. So this car brings me back. I had one of these. I had this car. Oh my goodness. Look at that dash. I will never forget that dash. I can smell my old car just looking at this one. It's a 68. Oh man, yeah. The Studebaker Club was set up. Heck, we even had a live band. There were tons of C10 trucks, especially square bodies, and plenty of vintage vehicles, not 100% show cars, just really great old cars. It's a 68. Looks like original paint. How cool. And the taillights on a Thunderbird. Man, you just can't beat it. Fall guy looking truck.
First or second, don't hook it all. He's YouTubing.
I'm YouTubing. I'm geeking and YouTubing. Zach Johnson, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
I love it. E90 City. I love it, man.
Yeah. It's got great paint on it.
It does.
Yeah,
it does. It's been surface corrected.
Surface corrected. That's exactly right.
Yep. Is it running good and everything?
Oh yeah, awesome. I mean, I haven't had much problem with it.
Yeah.
I mean, just annoying height sensor every now and then on the air ride.
What does it just skip out or?
No, like if I hit like a big bump or like on the interstate and like just kind of like bottoms out a little bit, it'll just break. But I mean, it'll fix itself every now and then. Like it'll just come off the little arm. And,
Okay.
But we replaced like it 3-4 times now, so
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it.
It's the little things. I mean, you gotta mess with them, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they.
I mean, it still airs up, airs down, so I mean, I can't complain. But
It looks badass, man. It's unusual. I love the color of this thing. It's you know, I call it eggplant because I don't know the color name anymore. I can't remember it, but
Berget or something. It's
Yeah.
a German word for burgundy, I believe. But
yeah,
I've Googled it.
yeah. And honestly, I'm just going to tell you the truth. It took me a while to warm up to the wheels just because of the flat style, but I dig them now.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting look on this car.
My dad was the same way. He opened the box and was like, "Are you sure you want these on this car?"
Yeah.
But now he has a set of 1552s.
Does he?
Yeah, he's gonna put it on that tan Jeep, the Gladiator.
Yeah.
Yeah, big set of white ones.
Cool.
Similar design.
All right. Onward, upward.
Awesome.
See you, man.
See you, Kevin.
Okay,
Have
see
fun.
you guys.
Make some good video.
Well, I'm going to try. I know how to edit it if I don't.
Here, point to yours. I'm going to take a picture of you. Point to your name.
I would love to sign. Why are we signing your car?
Oh, it's just fun.
Okay.
I have a YouTube channel. I'm just
Yeah? Very cool. I'm filming for my YouTube channel too. So, all right. So tell me why we're signing the car. Just it's first cars and coffee, right? Yeah. So
yeah, that's my daily driver.
His YouTube channel's on it.
too cool. Well, I will happily sign it, man. All right, so check this out. Red Mountain King. Go to his YouTube. Check out his videos. Good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
All right, see you guys. What are you doing, bud? Oh, no. What can I say? Dogs love me. All right, so this place is coming alive now. There are so many people here. And we even saw Mike. Mike showed up.
Tip jar up here. Just saying.
All right, this thing's bad to the bone. All right, so what LS is it?
So this is a cammed LS1, specifically this is out of an 04 CTSV, had about 80,000 miles on it. Got it freshened up over at Shacklet. We got a set of stainless works long tubes, a Texas speed cam, and that's really about it. The truck makes 385 wheel horsepower, weighs 3,200 pounds.
That's good numbers for NA.
It's not bad at all.
It looks really great, man. I love the stance. It's kind of...
Coil over, I'm running UMI's front suspension, a completely custom 3-link in the back. It's
Yeah.
8.8, I've got Eaton True Track. I've got basically everything you can do to make these trucks corner well, I have on this thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it looks badass. Obviously, it runs badass. That's the same motor as in my, or same engine. People will beat me up on YouTube as in my Miata over there. It's a 5.7 out of an 04 GTO with the LSA blower on it.
Oh, so that thing is nice. I like that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's fun to drive, man. So this is great, dude. Where are you out of?
Portland, Tennessee.
Portland. Okay. So you're,
About an hour out.
Yeah, I've got a good buddy that's in Springfield, Bay One Customs. TC Panic is his name. And yeah, cool. All right, man. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
What's your name?
Beautiful truck. I'm Kevin.
My name's Vinny.
Vinny.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, man.
And I actually have my Instagram on the back there.
Oh, let's look.
So I have basically about 1 million videos on there. At
Okay.
This point. I post continuously almost every day, so
Yeah.
if you want to see any of the other stuff on there, just check that out.
Absolutely, yeah. And people that are watching this, check out Vinny. He's got some cool stuff. All right, so we're starting to get some foot traffic here. Lots of people showing up. So it's really kind of neat. Oh, yeah, there we go. Self it around. Look at that.
You gotta have a baffle or a cherry bomb.
Nice little C10. It's just awesome to be able to walk around and see a bunch of different cars and not get run over by that guy. Is that you?
Oh, no. I'm driving my Prius today. Don't even ask.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I've got a little small block
I've got a
in here.
1950 Chevrolet Fleetline.
Yeah, you were talking about an inline six, and I thought, well, it's supposed to be an inline six.
Yeah.
But it's not anymore. So we're at Cars and Coffee. I'm getting a coffee. So I got a better parking spot. I got brave. Scuba Steve said, hey, park right beside me. So I did. So we're right here in front of Columbia Motor Alley. And we got the Super Rocket Miata next to the 98 Super Rocket Oldsmobile. So we got some continuity going. But she's running good, man. She's running really good. It's super strong. Steve, what do you think?
I think it's awesome. I'm glad to see it back together.
Yeah, no kidding. People are digging the car. It's so neat.
Completely modify the drivetrain. This is a 302 automatic car, but now it is a built 347.
Yeah. So before you go into that, I want to let you know my relationship with the Granadas.
You have a relationship with Granadas?
Yes, I do. The front spindle is a direct swap for early Fairlanes. So I can get a disc, I can scrap one of these pieces of junk, and I can get a disc brake setup for my early Mustang or my early Fairlane.
That is correct.
And I say pieces of junk. And the Lincoln Versailles, as you know, had the 9-inch rear end with the disc brakes on it.
With the factory rear disc.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that was a cool find for Fairlanes too.
Absolutely, you know. And this particular car, it was a nice car. We got it. We're actually I was the third owner of the car. So.
And that's original paint too, right?
It's all original paint.
That is so cool. So now please tell me about the engine. It looks bone stock. Look at that.
It does look bone stock, but as you know how goofy car guys are, looks are always deceiving. This engine is a 347-inch stroker engine. It does have some good go-fast parts on it, although it is camouflage. This is a, it's AFR heads. It has a Super Victor on it.
We're starting to reveal some secrets here.
It has a couple sneaky things on there.
Yeah, here we go.
This engine actually makes 550 horse at I think 7,300, but it still makes 530 at 8,000.
Wow.
It's got Jessel valve train in it. It's got a 950 QFT Black Diamond on it. But it runs, drives. Even if I got the belt off it because for some reason I'm not sure why the factory stuff slings the belts off at 8,000.
8,000 RPM. This engine lives at 8 grand.
It's a lot of fun. This car is it's a lot of fun. The interior in it is all we've done. All I did was vacuum it basically.
Wow, man, this is such a time capsule. This is too cool, Pat.
Thank you very much.
I like it. And so there's, you know, I got my little Rocket Miata here, and I left the windshield wipers on it.
Yes.
My C10 truck, I took the wipers off. I didn't have room for them. It was too much engine. So the thing about the Miata is I don't care if it's raining.
Right.
I'll wipe it down. It doesn't matter.
That's
and
right.
there's, you know, if I chip the paint up, and it doesn't. I built it to drive, and I'm so stoked about that car. So we're kindred spirits. We want to drive.
That's what they're for.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they're for. Now tell me a little bit about your Galaxy.
The Galaxy, that is a fun car as well. A 63 Galaxy. That car, it was a really nice car. Now it's got a lot of changes done to it. I bought it as
still a really nice car.
As a car, it was about the same shape as this one, but that one has a turbo 347 in it.
Yeah.
That particular car has a floater axle in it. It's got disc brakes. It's got a 6-speed in it.
Yeah.
The engine makes 1,000. Actually, the car makes 1,000 at the tire. So, same type of the 347 Jessel valve train. That one's got a better block because of boost and all that stuff. But just the goofy stuff. That car actually, this will be the reveal. It's not my car anymore.
Oh, sometimes we sell them. Okay, so sometimes we sell them, right?
Yeah, but that's okay. The car didn't go far. I don't know where that young man went, but his name's Frankie Foreman.
Oh, that guy.
He owns that car now.
Very cool.
So it
Very
didn't go
cool.
far. So and again, you never know. I might own it again.
Yeah.
you never know how this thing. Well, you know how car guys are. We all just go to places and we all buy each other's stuff.
Yeah. So let me think. Who's the company? You know there's a company that has a whole bunch of Galaxy and big body Ford parts. Who is it? Oh, it's Auto Metal Direct. Oh my God! Look, he left the luggage rack on.
That was quite the option right there.
That is fantastic. I'm digging it. And this is probably one of the only half vinyl tops I've ever seen that is not bubbling up
Yeah,
around the rear glass.
Everything on this car was really, really nice. It was garage capped as wide. It's got good trunk space. Oh, whoops.
Oh, whoops. Oh, some contraband in there.
Oh, you weren't supposed to see that, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, and what is that? Dyno sheet?
That's the engine. That's
Interesting that you would have.
I mean, I have an engine dyno sheet, and there's the chassis dyno sheet. It made 530 at the tire with 125 shots.
Unbelievable. That is so bad to the bone, man. And you got spare belts. True mechanic, an actual mechanic that's done a field fix on the side of the road once or twice, right?
Always.
Yeah. Pat, great to see you, man.
Thanks, my brother. Always good to see you.
All right, we got the crew here, man. Hey, Scuba Steve, got Frankie Foreman from the TV show. Hey. It's kind of a fun crowd, right?
Yeah.
So you brought large Marge. Frankie, what'd you bring?
Oh, absolutely nothing. The Granada is here, but it's, I didn't bring it.
You don't win an award for non-participation. You know that, not even a trophy, right?
I'm here to watch.
So Steve, that's in my patina book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And if you had large margin time, we would have the patina thing.
I hadn't not been to this event before.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the first time here. Steve said he was coming down, so I was like, oh, tag along.
Yeah.
And then at least it's got a view where to go and where to park, and yeah. So here we are.
Well, it's a cool car, man. Walk me around it.
Well, it's a 59 Suburban Custom. So, yeah, Suburban is not unique to GM, General Motors.
Right.
They were calling their station wagon Suburbans from the early 50s. Yeah, so it's a fairly rare car these days. What can I tell you about it? It's a 318 poly engine with a 3-speed cast iron cork right in it.
Well, it looks stinking cool. My camera's
It is
goofing
cool.
up.
We dropped it a couple of inches, lowered it down, put some little bit bigger wheels on it, some Mopar, sort of inspired hubcaps on it, wheel covers.
So is this the one that fixes itself while you're away?
No, it doesn't. I kind of sit it outside and come in the morning hoping it will have fixed itself, but no luck so far. But yeah, we picked this up me and Steve picked it up in San Diego, and where it had been parked since 1979.
Yeah, and you vlogged it all the way on YouTube. You drove it, what, how many miles?
2,000 miles.
2,000 miles.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to see some cool YouTube content, check out Kiwi Classics and Customs. Chris Lee, he's a man about town. He's got some really great videos and some really good stuff. And he's kind of the hot rod whisperer. Yeah, that's kind of how I see you, man. It's really neat to see what you do with people's cars and how you take care of people and their cars.
Well, I try to, yeah. Try and keep people on the road and keep them safe. Like, yeah, we see a few cars through there that need some love and need a little bit of safety upgrades.
Yeah.
So, and just try and help people have fun with them.
Does the heater work yet?
No.
Is this your husband's car?
If it weren't you.
All right, so we found Susie Bowder and the Flare Witch.
Dirty. It was pouring rain.
You know, it's dirty, but we got to drive them, right?
Yeah,
we got to get them out. You know?
absolutely.
I got wipers on mine. You got wipers on yours?
I do.
Do they work?
Most of the time they work.
So you were having an issue with the car earlier, but you guys got past it, or what?
I think we're almost past it. Yeah, my fuel pump went out, and you know, it happens.
Yeah.
And we were running an external fuel pump from Holly that we really like.
Yeah.
But they don't make that one anymore. So now we put their replacement, and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't say I was super happy with that. Sorry, Holly. It just was screaming. It was so loud, and it didn't fix our fueling issue. So we actually talked to them, and they have a new. Part of the problem is that I've got a fuel cell.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's got to be external, or I got to drill a hole.
Yeah.
They have a new fuel pump, and it is internal.
Right.
They basically made a cap for the fuel cell.
Yeah.
And so you just
That's
replace the
awesome.
cap. And
So the benefit of that is your fuel charge your pump stays cooler. You're not going to burn the pump out as much. It's quieter.
It's quieter.
Yeah.
And it's got a fueling hole. So it's a cap, but it's also where I put my fueling.
Yeah,
so that's like a win-win for me.
Yeah, for sure. Well, cool.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for this car this season? What are you going to do with it?
Season. Well, as always, I really love to do charity work. So
Yeah.
anytime I can run and help a charity,
Yeah.
either profit or bring cars to kids, bring cars to women,
Yeah.
that's usually my priority. So
Right.
I'll probably do a lot of running down in Alabama.
Yeah.
We're going to head down to Texas for LS Fest Texas.
Nice.
And then, of course, Bowling Green, Texas, because you can't miss that, especially
no.
if it's in your backyard.
Absolutely.
It's
Well,
a
and it's
bucket
LS
list.
Fest. It's kind of a pilgrimage, right?
It's a
Yeah.
pilgrimage, and you know, if you drive a LS swapped Rambler wagon,
Yeah.
and you're an
Yeah.
old lady,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, you come on now.
you
Not an old lady.
gotta go with
We're
it.
as old as we feel, right?
You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'll
I
tell you
keep
what.
telling myself that.
I do not feel old driving that car.
No,
gotta
it's
tell
fun,
you,
man.
it's
Well,
a
it
lot
looks
of fun.
great. It
Thank
gets a
you.
lot of eyeballs. It's
I
good to
know.
see you guys.
No, likewise.
Cool. Jeff, talk to me.
What's going on, Kevin?
What's happening, buddy?
What's going on with you today?
I'm doing some YouTubing and seeing some cool
sun's out.
cars. Sun's out finally. You just got
Rodney's
photobombed
behind us.
by
Yeah,
Rodney,
that's
but
right.
yeah. So talk to me
Coming out.
about your
Speed
car.
Vet Fest is coming up May 18th.
May
next
18th.
month.
All
on
right.
Saturday. Come on out to the show. You can
Oh,
see right
there
on
it
the
is.
car.
Look at you being all promotional.
What's going on there, big dog?
Now, I can't even begin to show you all of the cool cars here, but here's a couple more. It's a Chevelle replica, but I'd take it. Beautiful, beautiful blocked out Chevelle, 68 or 9, I can't tell, it's so custom. And I've seen this car on TV. Just amazing, amazing turnout. These are all from JSG Garage. Hemi in that old Plymouth. Uh-oh. Little flea market. That's fun. You can go through the flea market and see what's here. Might find some old vinyl or something. I don't know. I don't know. I actually really want this. That's cool. What year is it?
1930, Model A.
Heck yeah, man. Original engine?
Yeah, it's come out of another 30.
Very cool. I'll get out of your way.
Yeah, you left the spot right here. This guy walked into it. It was like,
Badass, man.
Thank you, man.
Badass.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love it.
appreciate
I
that.
love it. Nobody appreciates Super Camper.
No.
No. What's your name?
Cody.
Cody.
Yeah.
I'm Kevin.
Yeah, good to meet you, man.
Yeah, for sure. So Lexus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool, man. What's the deal with the curtains?
In Japan, these VIP style cars, they were kind of set aside for like businessmen and stuff.
Yeah.
So they would have these privacy curtains in them. This car actually would have had, in Japan, it would have had like factory privacy curtains.
Yeah.
So when it came to modifying these cars in Japan, a lot of these guys were putting like aftermarket curtains and stuff in them.
Yeah.
So it just kind of follows like that VIP style.
That's
like,
too cool.
Like privacy.
Yeah.
Just kind of imported people type of stuff. So.
You know what I think is neat? I mean,
Yeah.
for years and years, the Japanese culture followed American hot rodding and literally
they
worshipped
still
the.
do.
They
Yeah.
still do.
Yeah,
But
they do,
what
yeah.
I think is so cool is that there's guys like you that are respecting and appreciating the Japanese car culture as
Absolutely.
well,
Absolutely.
and all the the JDM and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just such cool technology and the precision of the builds. I mean, it's just cool stuff.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, it's a lot of, it's not building a small block or anything. You're not having to figure out, torque specs and cams and all this other stuff. But there's a lot of math really that goes into like figuring out how to fit these wheels and get them to fit how you want them to fit.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
My biggest thing on this was like having the front kind of match the rear on camber.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of playing around you have to do with wheel fitting and
But
adjustments and
it's
stuff.
just playing around different. If
Yeah,
I'm building a
exactly.
muscle
Yeah,
car, that's
yeah.
playing around too.
Yeah, and-
but you get your joy out of it.
Yeah, and then, also, I was talking to a guy earlier. So my next big thing on this car is doing what they call a high radius. So essentially you take and you cut the wheel well openings out, and then you get a weld-on flare. And the front's not too bad to do because obviously, you know, you can buy more fenders.
Yeah.
Quarter panels are a different story.
Yeah.
So, you know, the goal is to kind of set the car around the wheels and kind of make it swallow the wheels.
Right.
So, like, once it gets done that way and these wheels fitted, the wheels have to be that specific spec to fit the car.
Yeah.
The car doesn't fit the wheels.
Yeah. So it's not accidental hot rodding. You're thinking it through, man. You're building the car. That's badass, man.
And so, you know, a lot of people have a lot of questions about, you know, whether it wears tires out, which it obviously does.
Of course it does,
You know,
but so what?
You know, like a whole hot rod or something, I don't drive it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I drove it, I just went to a car show in Chattanooga, so I mean, 260-mile round trip.
Yep.
Set the cruise control, AC's on.
Yeah.
You know, and being that it's on air ride, you know, you just set it where you want.
Right.
Now, these guys in Japan drive these cars static.
Right.
So I'm not that brave.
Yeah.
I mean, they also have access to a lot more stuff than we do here. So the side skirts and the rear bumper on this car are very rare. The rear bumper is the only one in the States.
Yeah.
The side skirts, I think there's a few pairs of them here and there. But parts are very hard to source if you want body kit stuff, and it's all fiberglass.
Yeah.
So if you destroy it, you're spending a lot of money. You're waiting months and months to get this stuff, and it's just easier just to try to keep it nice as you can.
Yeah.
But it's very fun. You know, I've been in the hot rod world for a long time. You know, I've grown up around my dad building stuff, and I build, you know, C10s and all this other stuff. And this is it's different, but it's the same.
Yeah.
You know, you're still.
Well, you got to think your way through the build.
Right. Exactly.
You know, I have my little Miata over there with the big supercharged V8 in it. I mean, that's a challenge. A lot of bolt-on stuff. There's a couple companies that make parts. V8 Roadsters is who I use.
Right.
But you know, I had to think a lot out of the box with the blower and the coolant tanks and the reservoirs and getting everything to bleed and all that kind of junk. But it was fun, man. It made it fun.
And this car, like, as far as, you know, I've always wanted to build one of these this way. I just never had the funds or the knowledge to do it. Now that I do, this is kind of like the car that I've been envisioning in my head for so long. So it's cool to be able to kind of build it and share it. You know, it's definitely different.
Well, it's definitely different, and it drew me like a moth to a flame, man.
People get confused over it. They don't know how it rolls. They think the wheels are falling off. You know, There's actually quite a bit of money and time put into suspension. You know, fill it up for control arms and you know, custom made front spindles. You know, there's these billet blocks on the bottom of the spindle that push the spindle out, forward, and up.
Yeah.
The rear is all adjustable arms. You can really get into the weeds. There's a company in Japan called T-Demand. T-Demand makes a lot of stuff for these big Japanese VIP cars. It's not anything to drop $15,000 on suspension on. Because they're the only ones that make some of the stuff that they do make. If you want it, you have to go to them. So it's pretty neat, and you know, it's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun building.
It's bad to the bone, man. Thanks for talking to me, dude.
Absolutely,
good to meet you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Good to meet you, man.
All right, so we're at Johnson's Horsepower Garage. It's their open house. There's all kinds of cool cars. We're going to do a lap. Oh, look. It's Pat Topolinski.
Oh, I'm here again.
You are here again. Yeah. I heard you come in before I saw you.
I rolled, I did that, I opened up the headers, which I think is probably illegal, but we're not going to worry about it here.
Okay, so you want to talk about a black paint job. Never mind the custom touches like the handles, late model mirrors. If you're looking down the side of this car, you're not seeing ripples. It is super nice. Super nice.
Gen 5 Camaro interior.
Look at this car. Holy smokes. Nice touch on the valance on the back too. Look at that. That's very trick. So to me, this is probably the most interesting piece of equipment in here. And it's a big tell. You can tell a lot about a shop by how they care about cleanliness, workflow, how nice things look. It says a lot. They started building these the year I left trucks.
Yeah.
And we never got a chance to build one. I talked to Dave a couple of times about doing stuff. Seeing this shop, which is a functional shop, it just tweaks me. I'm such a tool geek. I'm such a fanatic over this stuff. And just this crispness of this place was absolutely amazing. Stunning, stunning shop. Can't wait to see what comes out of here. And then we found a guy named Journey. All right, so this is, yeah, we're recording. This is Journey.
Yeah, Journey.
Journey's gonna see if he can fit in this.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is terrible.
Yeah, it'll go back a little bit more.
Does the seat go up at all, or the?
Just no, the column's fixed. Sorry.
All good.
Big guy in a little car. Almost. Almost. Oh, there we go.
My legs aren't moving, so that's as much as
I love it, man.
Crazy.
Congratulations. Hey, you can touch the ground. Oh, yeah.
I don't think you fit. Yeah, I'm 6'11", so.
You said you're 6'11"?
I'm 6'11".
Okay.
I could not daily this. I actually can't even, my feet are under the pedals.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll drive. You can sit in the seat. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video half as much as I enjoyed going to the Columbia Cars and Coffee at Columbia Motor Alley. Great event, and we hope to bring you some more stuff like this, as well as a whole bunch of great how-to paint and body stuff from Paintucation by Kevin Tetz. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.